it's obviously a really good comeback. We kind of dug ourselves a hole, and to be able to come back from 8-4, you get a big 3-run homer by Carlos, a big hit by Didi later in that inning, and then to get that is really positive. And the good thing is you don't have to send Chappie out for another inning.
What's the swing of emotion when you're up 4-0 in the second inning with CeCe on the mound, a guy who's been as good as anybody in baseball for the last several weeks, to being down 8-4 and having to try to mount that comeback?
I mean, it's not what you want. He struggled today. He turned his right ankle a little bit in that third inning, backing up home. I saw it buckle on the hit that Blackman had, and I don't know how much it affected him moving forward. He had x-rays, they were negative, but he turned his right ankle, and it's, you're like, we don't, this is not what you need. We don't need him to be hurt, so hopefully he'll make his next start.
You talked about the home runs. Obviously, Headley goes deep. Beltran goes deep. Castro with the final home run. What does it say about your team to be able to bounce back the way it did?
Well, it was good because we need some come-from-behind wins. We need any kind of wins we can get, at this point. And, as I've said, this is an important homestand, and to start 0-2 would be really frustrating.
Was it also imperative, Joe, for you guys to win on a day where you used all of your big three? Because usually you're using those guys in winning situations.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought this was a real important game because, like I said, we did not want to start this homestand off 0-2, and Chappie and Miller hadn't worked since Saturday, and we didn't want them to go basically a week without working. And I probably would have drew it up a little bit different, but it worked.
Who else? Andrew.
Joe, what makes you believe this team has a big run in it?
Because I've seen what they're capable of doing. I've watched them. I know what's inside of them. I know how they go about their work. So I think it's capable of doing that. Now, in saying that, we have to go do it. And that's the hard part.
Dan.
It's been a rough month or so for Castro. How much can a hit like this can maybe break him out of it and give him some momentum?
Yeah, he had a rough May. I think June has been better than May, but hopefully, he got a couple hits today, and they were important hits. His hit set up for Didi to tie it up. He battled, so hopefully he can get him going again because he can be really streaky and can do some really good things.
Dan, right back at you.
Any concerns about Alex and his how he looked at the plate?
No, I mean, it's one day. I think since he's come back, he swung the bat pretty good, so it's one day, so I'm not going to make too much of it.
Eric.
Joe, just to be clear, did you take CeCe out because of the ankle or because of the Rockies had all their righties coming?
Well, it was a little bit of both. I thought he was struggling today, so in knowing that he had turned his ankle, in the back of my mind I'm saying, is this part of it or is it not part of it? And I just decided to make the change.
Clap against the wall.
Joe, there's been so much dialogue and conversation about whether or not the Yankees should be buyers or sellers. You're in that gray area. I think I know the answer to this, but it sounds like you really want to go for it, that you're committed to trying to win this year and not breaking it down and looking to the future.
Well, I think that's how you have to approach it every year. I've never been in a situation where I didn't think that we should, go for it as a player or a manager in belief in your team. I don't think if you have belief in them, I think there's something wrong. I was in a situation in Florida with all the young kids that I had, and I believed we were going to make it, and we weren't eliminated until the last week. So you have to believe. That's part of my job in getting the belief in them.